Well, we'll go ahead and have public comments.
Yes, first up is George Taylor.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, George Taylor, longtime resident of Wildomar. Bundy Canyon is getting pretty ratty. And I think almost broke an axle the other day with one of those potholes over there by the oak trees. So I'd appreciate it if maybe you could put a bug in Les's ear or somebody's ear to go up there and fill those things up. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you.
Next speaker is Glenn Coble.
Good evening, City Council. I'll make this quickly and brief. I came here to thank you on behalf of the youth of Wildomar and areas that are going to be able to go to a 3-day encampment up at Crestline on a motivation encampment. And because you folks helped us raise the funds, they get to go. So thank you.
Next speaker is Scott Sharpen.
That's right.
Right, Mr. Mayor, council members, and city officials here, I want to first of all thank you for your service here to the city. I'm a 9-year resident of Wildomar. And I just wanted to introduce myself as well as a nonprofit that I oversee. And I'm a pastor in a church called Rock Valley in Murrieta. And I also run a ministry called Go Mobile for Life. And what that ministry does is, and you might have seen our 31-foot RV in the city, but we offer free pregnancy tests and ultrasounds and counseling to women. And it's interesting to know that half of all pregnancies in the United States, and certainly here in our community, half of all pregnancies are unplanned. And so when a woman has an unplanned pregnancy, she's got a series of choices to make. And so what we do is we are able to see women on our mobile unit. It's equipped with an ultrasound machine, a counseling room, and we just want them to know essentially what their options are, because they're often scared, they don't have the funds, they weren't planning on these sorts of things. And so it's a ministry where we offer this completely free of charge to the woman, and it's absolutely no cost to them. We rely on donations from the community, etc. And we currently are operating in 3 cities. In Riverside County, we have a day a week in Menifee, a day a week in Murrieta, and also a day a week in Lake Elsinore. And we have permission to operate and/or business licenses in 7 different cities here in Riverside County. And Bridget, we had some communication over the last few weeks about looking to do some ministry work here in Wildomar. And I also wanted to let all of you know, since we don't take any government funding, we rely on donations and from whether it's individuals or businesses. We have a benefit fundraiser coming up. It's going to be at Wilson Creek Winery on Saturday evening, February 24th. And Debbie, if it's okay, I've got save the date cards if each of the council members can get one of those, and if any other city officials are interested. And I would also make the offer to anybody here in the gallery if you're interested in coming. Our guest speaker this year is Pam Tebow, who is the mother of the famed Tim Tebow. So if you're a sports fan, we're looking forward to having Pam. And so if you want to learn more about our ministry and what we do in serving the community, you can go to gomobileforlife.org to learn more. So with that, I will cede the... Yeah.
And you can just leave them over in that little... You can just put them in that basket, and she will get them, and we'll just pass them out amongst us. And then if you want to leave more over there, if you have enough of them.
Yeah, I've got maybe a dozen or so.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
great. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
We had a speaker last month that mentioned your service.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think it was Pastor Mike
Yeah.
in Wildomar. So we were working with them on the road there, Mission Trail, to try to park the unit there maybe a day a week as well. So.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Again,
Thank you
for your time.
All righty.
Next speaker is Ken Mays. I thought she was speaking. Okay. Donation from Martha Bridges. There she is.
Okay. For the staff report of the City Council meeting of March 9, 2016, the City of Wildomar received approval on February 11, 2016 to implement the following projects. Enhance the current website or build a new website that is more stable, easily updated, informative, user and environmentally friendly, and has a capacity to provide instant updates and enhance automated services that are currently available. Replace the current server, which will expand our data storage capacity for even more online features. The City Council accepted $39,814 in grant funding from WRCOG and authorized the city manager to execute the Beyond Framework Fund program by a 5-0 vote. So why is it this city, after having received that grant from WRCOG to update the city's website and make it more informative, are we still seeing things posted like a community alert for a 2015 sandbag event? Since that time, there's been a fire that required emergency and voluntary evacuations that's posted nowhere on the city's website. On the Planning Commission drop-down, it currently lists commissioners that have not been updated in the last 4 months. The City Council picture and biography for Dustin Nigg has been coming soon for over a year. There's also the Planning Commission vacancy notice for December of 2016 listed on the city clerk's website. An email blast on December 6th about a signature event in this community, the Breakfast with Santa, went out recently with the headlines of this Saturday, the Saturday for 2016, with a flyer. No follow-up with the correct information has been sent out by email blast. So much for instant updates. This morning, there was a single event on the city website, the City Council meeting, and it only went up 3 days ago. With an 18-month required completion date, which would have expired in August of this year, is that money now lost forever, leaving this city with a website that's worse than it ever has been? Forever? I can say with certainty this is not lost forever. It's been redirected and rolled over into round 2 of the Beyond Framework funding program, where fixing the website is no longer a priority. The priority has become making it easier for developers to communicate with the city. This includes an additional grant amount of $67,648.31 for a grand total of $107,462. When one looks at the project summaries on the WRCOG site, it states for round 1, the City of Wildomar is making improvements to the city website and updating its server to enhance the user interface for business owners and developers, utilizing online permitting capabilities and optimizing website capabilities. Now not what the City Council approved in March of 2016 per the staff report. Round 2 description, the City of Wildomar will enhance the city website funded through Beyond Round 1 funding by purchasing cashier and business registration modules. Bottom line is, we the citizens sat here and listened to lies from staff. And you, the council, bought those lies, as the city website is less informative than it has ever been. Today it contains 1 calendar item, this meeting. We were all deceived by staff. At least I hope this council had nothing to do with the deception. On another matter, live streaming, what is the cost? I asked this council to direct staff to bring back that cost as a public hearing or general business item, not a consent calendar item. To implement live streaming and archiving. I'm going to have to cut this short, I'm going to run out of time. In an email, a councilwoman, Marcia Swanson, on November 24th, recommended to citizens that already have the time to attend these meetings take on the city's responsibility of recording and archiving, or watch the snippets provided by a local blogger with his Gestapo tactics of belittling those that do speak. The most recent example, when a relative newcomer to these council chambers got up and spoke to the planning commission. That blogger branded her comments as a paranoid fantasy that rivals The Matrix meets Shutter Island. Let's see. Oh, he also said it's painfully obvious that you've never had a single conversation with any of them, referring to the council. He would know that this person has not conversed with the council. How? He then called out that person whom he has never spoken to for their comments starting at minute 43 in his snippet of the planning commission meeting with these people, he claiming that with these people that make outrageous claims about people, they don't have the stones to say their names. Well, I have said the names tonight. For this council to continue avoiding live streaming and archiving when more than $107,000 has been stolen from the citizens to please the developers is unconscionable. There is virtually no improvement in Wildomar's quality of life for citizens. And where is the sign required by Wildomar Municipal Code 150430 on a construction site here at George and Clinton Keith on the north corner, northeast corner? Thank you.
I just wanted to clarify real quick. We are going to have a new website in January, and the correct email about the breakfast with Santa did go out.
I have something too. I actually directed staff to hold off on the bio for the current website, just because the new website's forthcoming, and it'd be on that one. So that was, my decision, and that's what I went with. Just to address your comments. I do agree the calendar should be maintained until the new website's running. So
I agree with that.
if that's not maintained, if that's not happening, it needs to happen until the new website's working. So.
Yeah, there's a lot on the current website that is relatively easy fixes, but I've been complaining about the current website since going back to when I first got on council. But I'm hopeful we're going to see that at the beginning of the year. So sure hope it's soon.
Any other comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Kathleen Hamblin?
Hello. I'm going to speak about live streaming, and I need to say that Wildomar is lagging behind 12 of our surrounding cities to live stream all city meetings and to upload the meetings on our city's website immediately following the meeting. And I feel that our residents are conveniently left out of the loop and don't have a fair shake to be able to participate because they're unable to attend meetings. Live streaming will allow our residents to be involved and to have a voice and in shaping the future of Wildomar. I contacted 12 surrounding cities and confirmed with the city clerk in Corona, Menifee, Lake Elsinore, Temecula, Murrieta, Canyon Lake, Paris, Eastvale, San Jacinto, Hemet, Norco, and Beaumont. And they all live stream and put the meetings on their website, or if not, two of them are in progress creating the live stream right now. But anyway, I just think that live streaming is long overdue, and that we should be in with the rest of our surrounding cities. So, thank you.
Okay, so just to clarify, yes, that is something that the city is working on, live streaming in the process.
Next speaker is Mason Ballard.
He's festive anyway.
Good evening, council, mayor. I just want to show off my fancy jacket. Thank you very much. I yield the floor. But with that being said, my wife doesn't know that I'm doing this. She is now the new president of Wildomar Little League, Lisa Ballard. Hey. And I also want to publicly thank Mr. Tim Underdown for being such a wonderful influence in helping the league go. And I want to thank you for the opportunity you've afforded me, my wife, my family, and the citizens of Wildomar. Let's just keep the dream going. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One last speaker, Ms. Miller.
Okay, Ms. Miller.
It's
my annual reminder of the destructiveness of this season. The angels of compassion hovered by the cradle of our Lord, sheltering and protecting from the decisions of greed that allow chemtrails, fracking, oil extraction, grading the land for more houses, all of which overheat the planet and cause droughts and fast-moving fires. Instead of wasting time at these stores buying things that people don't need, we should organize a truck and gather sustainable items, clothing, kitchen needs, blankets for the victims of the Thomas Fire, who more than likely had it burned for so long and so fast from methane leaking out of the area, if you remember the Porter Fire. Not useless toys and violent video game images that people are giving their children and one another. And now we'll move on to that verse that I do every year, Job 10:1. Do not follow the way of the heathen, for their ways are vain. They enter the forest with an axe, they bring the tree to town. They deck it with silver and gold so that it move not. Now, is that your holiday and that it was 6,000 years ago? No, 2,000 years ago when that verse was written? All right, it's a terrible holiday about chopping trees. That's nothing to do with Christ. And this holiday X's the children because all they want to know is what you're going to give them. And that's for their whole life. You set them up for psychological disabilities. Instead, give them your love and attention, your education, your organic gardening. Instead, we're giving them bad air. We're giving them soil erosion. We're giving them concrete and heat. And you don't have time to interact with them. It also X's the environment, and I'll say more about that in a minute. It X's the Christ. I've been to people's houses before, and they say they don't even have time for the scripture that's in Luke of the birth of Christ. And, you know, I don't celebrate that. I celebrate his resurrection, wherein we are saved. People are frail. They just don't have time for all of it. So they should have time to spend it on their salvation by accepting his resurrection. All right, now let's get on to the 6 million extra tons of trash created by holidays, especially this one.
Okay, Miss Miller, that's enough. Thank you.
That's enough.
Its time is up.
I hope
Thank
you do better.
That's
And leave
all the
those
speakers
trees
that I
in the
have.
ground.
Okay.